Hello everyone, this is Gitika Chawla from USPC Jain Public School and today we'll start next sums of exercise 5.2 chapter 5 lines and angles of class 7. So here the question number 4 is find the value of x in each of the following figures if L is parallel to M. I'm going to say here it is given that L is already parallel to M and this one T is transversal and we have to find out the value of x here. In this sum you can see here already 110 and x both are given, but I have taken a from my side to explain this sum more easy to you. So let's start it now. Given L is parallel to M, it is given to you already, and T is a transversal line. So what we'll take here, as we have assumed here A already, so we can see easily that A is equals to 110 because they are vertically opposite angles. So the value of A is 110. And then next, both A and X both are lying on the same side of a transversal between two parallel lines, so they are supplementary. So therefore A plus X equals to 180 degree because they are supplementary angles. Then after that, put the value of A as 110 here, then X as it is equals to 180. So here after simplification X become 70 degree, means the value of X is 70 degree here. Then in second part we are having that L and M both are two parallel lines and A is a transversal, and we have to find out the value of X here again. So we can see here again B is also one transversal line is given to you, and here this one is 80, but it is not going to be used because I am going to use only A here. You can see here, if you will get confused by looking toward this one transversal line, so just ignore it. Just see these two parallel lines and this one is transversal. So we can see here both 100 and X both are lying on the same, on the upper side of a transversal, and they are corresponding angle. So X equals to 100 degree, reason corresponding angle. Then in question number 5, see what they are asking. In the given figure, in this diagram, the arms of two angles are parallel. This angle, what is the angle? ABC. Another one is which one? DBE here. DEF. A, B, C, D, E, F. These two angles are given. Then what is saying here? The arms of these angles are parallel. I mean to say in this ABC angle, AB arm, and DEF, in DEF angle, DE arm. These two arms are parallel. And in this angle again, BC and EF, these are parallel arms. Now what is saying here? It is given that angle B is 70 degree. Means ABC, it is 70 degree already given. And now we have to find out the value of DGC, means this one angle, and DEF means this one angle. These two angles we have to find out. Again, this in this sum, what we'll do here? See, AB and DE both are parallel lines, and B is transversal line. Now you can see here when these two lines are parallel and this is transversal line, these angles are corresponding angles. It means here if it is 70, it will be 70. So here see, angle DGC equals to angle ABC because corresponding angle, and its value is 70 degree. So angle DGC is 70 degree here. Then in second part, now we have to find out its value here, as we know that already BC is parallel to EF, and what is here? What is transversal here? We can see here these lines are parallel and this one is transversal, you can say. So it means again these angles are corresponding angle DGC and DEF. So already it is 70 degree, then it will be 70 degree here. So angle, because these angles are corresponding angles, so angle DEF, it is also 70 degree. From 1 we can write also. Now here the last sum of this chapter, question number 6. See here what is saying here. In the given figure below, decide whether L is parallel to M or not. We have to decide it. See here in this diagram, we have to check that L is parallel to M or not. Mean to say we will use here properties of parallel lines and angles and transversal related. All these properties will use. We will check these properties are lying in this or not. If these properties are applying, then we can say that these lines are parallel, means L is parallel to M. So let's start this first part. We are having 126 and 44, and we know that they are lying on the same side of a transversal between two parallel lines. The sum must be 180, but here the sum is 170 degree. It is not equals to 180 degree. So L is not parallel to M. because the sum of the interior opposite angles should be 180. These angles sum should be 180, but it is not, so these lines are not parallel. Then in second part we are having this one L and M, these two lines are there, and this one N is a transversal line. You can see here it is 75 and it is also 75. So what we'll do here, if I'll take this one as 75, because these angles are vertically opposite angle, 75 plus 75, it is 150 degree. So what it means here, it should be 180, but it is 150. So L is not parallel to M because the sum of angle doesn't obey the property of parallel lines, because the sum must be supplementary, but it is not there, so they are not parallel. Then in third part, see in third part again L and M, these two lines are there, and we have to prove that they are parallel or not. And here N is a transversal, A is given to you, it is 57, it is 123. Now again, if A is here and these angles are vertical opposite angles, so A is 57. Reason is there, vertical opposite angle. Now A plus 123, it must be equals to 180. Now see here, A plus 123 mean to say the value of A is 57. Substitute here and their sum equals to 180. So it means here, therefore L is parallel to M due to the supplementary angles property of parallel lines here. Then the last part of this sum, we are having this L and M line, and this is a transversal. Again we have to prove that this sum, according to this sum, we are going to check the property is going to hold here or not. See here again, if it is here 72, again it will be 72, we can see here, because they are representing both. They are representing vertical opposite angle. If we add them, 98 plus 72, it is again 170. It means it is not equals to 180. So L is not parallel to M because the sum of angles doesn't obey the property of parallel lines. So L is not parallel to M.